What's up? Isn't testing and education completely foobar? I mean, the focus of doing well on tests skyrockets so much that we forget to learn for the sake of learning. We can associate grades with our self-worth instead of effort. If we do that, I kid you not, we start to get educated out of creativity and out of divergent thinking, and that's never a good thing. Education is a organic and a creative process. And I realize school is beginning for millions and millions of people right now, so what I want to do is kind of talk about education. Yes, I'm going to spend an entire video on multiple choice tests and how to fill in a bubble sheet and no. Mind you, not those boring and monotonous things you sit down at a desk and fill out bubble sheets with. No, I'm not talking about those tests. Forget those. I want to discuss the tests within the tests with the help of Tim Elmore's leadership books, Habitudes. While education varies between countries and schools and teachers, and just like across the classroom inside of the school, no one escapes the tests of life and life's fundamental truths. We all experience mountains and valleys, trials and tribulations. Hopefully our intentions are to do our best and not just pass them, like climbing up a mountain to get to the top, only to have to turn around and go back down the mountain back the same way. No, that doesn't make any sense. You see, in the grand scheme, there are countless life tests much more significant than the school tests, but education does help us face these life tests. Just as tests build our knowledge in life in school, the life tests actually prepare us for the mountains that we have to climb. We can't just promote ourselves, that's a completely different way than everything happens. We are tested before we are used efficiently, which is kind of scary because you see human beings as products and we're definitely not products. But it's also true for developing skills through effort. That's just the way it is, right? Effort over time. If you want to be highly useful, expect great testing ahead of you, not just in education, but in life itself. In order to succeed at this, we actually have to anticipate inflection points in our life of bad things happen, or we endure the rudest awakenings of all time. So let's have a positive look on how to approach with these 10 steps. First, we have the test of small things. Are you willing to take the small steps to reach your full potential? Are you willing to act beneath your potential at first to reach your true potential? Secondly, we have the motive test. Can you do the right thing for the right reason? Why you do something ultimately determines what you do. Up next is the stewardship test. You know what? I should turn this way, shouldn't I? Next up is the stewardship test. I actually like this one because it's about being wise and generous and grateful for what you have. Can you use what you have to get where you want to go? The fourth is the wilderness test. Do we have the ability to perform when life is really, really tough? Yeah, that's a hard one. Being okay with the way things are. The fifth is the credibility check. Do we have the ability to get things done despite circumstances, despite the social pressure that we get from other people? The authority test is next. Can we know when to be a follower in situations and when to be a leader in situations and submit to positional authority? The offense test. Offense? How quickly can you forgive other people and be vulnerable and curious? I need to work on this one, because this is a tough one too. The warfare test is number 8, which is sticking with things despite the circumstances. Do you have the commitment and the determination to pull through? The time test is number 9. Do you have the ability to work for a long period of time, focus intensity over time? And lastly, the mastery test, which is actually my favorite one of all time. It's truly a phenomenal one. It's the heart response to this question. Whose voice determines what we will do and why when life gets tough? Well, whose? These are the tests that matter, not the one I received in period 4 of 7th grade of math that I got a 50 on, even though I still remember that one pretty well. Because we face them much more often in life than education, how often do you think we fail at them? Loads. All the time. We are all not perfect. They're testing our character development and our integrity, which is much more important than some grade you get on some test that you had in middle school or high school. They apply much more to the present moment of living. In every minute of every day, they come in different fluctuations, but right now, in this moment, there are a lot of tests going on. Some moments more than others, but right now, there are some. What do you think they are right now? And the tests of life never end, which makes all of us an ongoing project of awesome, constantly shaping us. I guess mastering all of these tests is not forgetting to be awesome, too. I feel that some of these tests, time and time again, you probably have, we all have. But we are not our mistakes. That's one thing education has taught me. You make a mistake, you learn from it. It's an opportunity for growth. It's not a time to just sulk and complain and make excuses. I also have succeeded at these more often than not, and you probably have too. But we're all different. We're all in development, so it's like we're all understanding these tests differently at different times. If there's one thing I really, really enjoyed about education, it was acing these life tests in the educational field. It got me 3 semesters at a community college of a 4.0 GPA. So, you want to master the life tests, the education part's a result. Gotta start from within. That's where you start, the life tests. I like to squint. Squint when I talk, with emphasis. So what are your thoughts on education and thinking about these life tests? Let me know down in my diaphragm. My name is MattPalka. Everybody Palka. Keep creating awesome self. Don't forget to be awesome. And by golly, ace the life tests. Bye-bye.